Alright, what's going on, folks? It's your friendly neighborhood old soldier coming at you again today from a cold, wet, and dreary day in Robeson County, North Carolina. Got to head out and go see my doctor this morning, my regular doctor, for normal follow-up. And anyways, for you, Brother Kyle, watching the news yesterday, and the whole Jussie or Juicy or however you pronounce that kid's name, Smollett, dumbass. Yeah, that's a good one for him. Was found guilty on 5 of the 6 charges that were brought against him. Now, why is that of note? Well, it goes to show that there are some people questioning certain events due to integrity issues of the person making the allegations. And the fact that the judicial system beat out the corruption in Chicago. Very rarely does it happen, but it has happened in this case. Now, the downside, this stupid idiot probably won't spend any time behind bars. If he does, I'd really be surprised. I mean, I think they're saying the maximum he would get would be 3 years. More than likely, he's going to get probation, and that'll be it. But, end of the day, he'll be a convicted felon. But why is this important? Well, he was using a political movement in the nation, not one that I agree with, because Black Lives Matter and Antifa are communists, and I've said it a million times. Probably said a million more before I die. And he was basically using the fervor, the movement, if you will, to try and get more money out of the job he had as an actor. Well, the only thing I can tell him on that is, if you want more money, be a better actor. Plain and simple. But instead, he trumped up some stupid story and conniving idea, brought 2 men in to help him execute it. And when the heat got turned on, those 2 guys like, oh, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for all this. We're going to throw the manhole cover out on you, buddy. We're going to drop a manhole cover, not even a dime. But what is really, I found funny was a couple snippets I read where Black Lives Matter are still going to support Jussie Smollett because he was set up and this, that. He wasn't set up. He did it to himself. But here's the thing, folks. When the lies, the perpetuation of lie after lie after lie after lie being pushed and plugged into the mainstream media to be purported as the truth, that's what's alarming. Now, let's also talk about Don Lemonhead, that dipstick. Like Jussie Smollett, he is a homosexual African American, and supposedly has been discriminated against because of his sexual orientation and his race. I don't know. Maybe he has. Maybe he hadn't. I've been discriminated on because I don't have a certain amount of money in my bank account. And I don't drive a certain car. Discrimination is discrimination. At the end of the day, caste system. My point there being this: Don Lemon's another one of them that will use anything he can to gain notoriety, even if it's telling a bold-faced lie to the American people in order to further perpetuate a storyline, not only that brings Communist News Network ratings and money, but also makes him look good in the process. Well, it's rumored that he tipped off Mr. Smollett when the Chicago Police Department started further investigating his made-up falsified story, because, good police work, they began to do the old scratch and sniff test and said, well, it looks like cheese, but it smells like what. And then it started walking like what and talking like what. At the end of the day, it was what. Or to make it a little nicer term, it looked like a duck, quacked like a duck, walked like a duck. It was a duck, and a lame duck it was. So I want to know, are they going to investigate Don Lemon? I don't know if there's anything they can charge him with, but he certainly used his influence as a Communist News Network anchor to garner information to pass along to this liar in order to help him tighten up his story, if you will. I mean, really, when the whole thing came about, it just, it didn't take the two Nigerian brothers long to come out and say, oh, no, that ain't what happened. This is what happened. This is what's going on. He paid us to do it. So, and that's the other thing, using the anti-Trump movement as well to just, garner sympathy for the whole thing. End of the day, Justice Smollett is a piece of garbage. Now, whether this has ruined his career or took it a notch up in Hollywood, who knows? Because Hollywood right now is starting to come out filled full of perverts and pedophiles, and it seems that Hollywood, that's the norm. I don't know. I'm speculating here, folks. But the fact that they're circling the wagons around their own to keep a lid on what's going on. So that brings me to my final talking point this morning, is that this whole thing might even be a smokescreen for the Ghislaine, I can't pronounce her name, Maxwell trial, Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, and whatever's going to come out in her trial. And if you've noticed, there's been kind of a tight lid about what's going on there. It's interesting to note that certain Hollywood types, i.e. Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, were on some of these flights with the former President Bill Clinton. It's kind of alarming, to say the least. And the fact that many of these people are still out there doing the things that they do or have done, and getting away with it. So, other than that, my friends, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay armed, stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open, your neck on a swivel. Watch out for them idiots that are out there. Take care of one another. Have a safe weekend. God bless. Take care, soul.